Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bradley Beal.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
Now Washington starting five. We've got Marcus Smart, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Andrew Nembhard, and it's Siakam in at the five down low. And for Charlotte, Anthony Black out there with Brandon Miller. Then there's Jalen Duren, then it's Tari Eason. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, BA, and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Smart for three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Pass to Black. Here's Miller. Fires for three. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. We got to talking about Pascal Siakam. I'll be honest, I love his game, Coach said, but we have to look for ways to stop him. I'm hopeful we can disrupt his rhythm and push him off his spots. So not letting Pascal get what he wants is the game plan here. BA, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. It's Miller with a drive. The three is up. Rebound Washington. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Pass to Nembhard. It's stolen. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Now here's Black. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Miller against Smart. 5 on the clock. And down it goes. 2 points.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Siakam. Sinks it from distance. Siakam's got 5 now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Miller. 11 points for him last game against Cleveland.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved.
Since entering the league, we've continued to see Miller grow as a playmaker.
DiVincenzo can't hit. The Hornets with the lead. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Tries to keep it alive. Washington has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Smart outside. Pass to Siakam. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8.
The moment that pass was on its way towards Siakam, he knew he was going to shoot it. I love that confidence.
Back to Black. Nembhard against Miller. It's rebounded by Banchero.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Pass to Siakam. Fires from deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
And for Siakam, that three-point shot not only opens up the floor for himself, but for his teammates as well.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Charlotte, a decent start to the season. They're 7th in the conference, but hoping to climb higher. And of course, the Wizards sitting just 1 spot below them.
I think for the Hornets, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Now here's Miller. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Charlotte again missing.
This has been a tough quarter for them and a challenging game for this team.
Banchero the screen. Nembhard outside. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Miller. Outside Eason. Black outside. Duran the screen. Jacks up a 3. Again the miss by the Hornets. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Washington. Siakam outside. And the ball out of play. The Hornets will have it.
And they're one of the better rebounding teams in the league. Top 10 in the NBA on the boards. Their bigs have used their length to seal the glass.
And this team embodies a never-give-up attitude. This is especially evident on the offensive glass, where they know how to keep plays alive and score off second-chance opportunities. Now here's Miller. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Eason drops in the 3.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
Pass to Smart. Now Banchero, defended by Eason. Nembhard outside. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. And it's Smart missing. Charlotte trailing. Miller, the pass to Eason. And it's all tied up. Eason's got 5.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Banchero the screen. DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Duran. Smart for three. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. The Hornets have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Stolen by Siakam. Nembhard outside. Smart outside. Pass to Banchero. Over Eason. Washington again can't hit. Charlotte has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Now here's Smart. No points so far. Siakam, that's good.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the 2K leaderboard now gives us a look at the shooting percentage leaders from this past month. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Miller. Nice D from Nembhard.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Smart with the bucket.
Getting the ball and taking his shot, Smart makes it look almost effortless.
Hornets trail by 6. Miller outside. Pass to Duren. Stolen by Siakam. Smart outside. And here's Banchero, defended by Eason. Puts it up from 12. Banchero no good.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Three-pointer. Miller can't get it to go.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Now here's Nembhard. Still no points. Smart for 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. Pass to Eason. Miller outside. And here's Eason. Now here's Miller. Three-pointer. Pascal Siakam with the rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Three-pointer off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Miller on the wing. The dive for the ball. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Nembhard.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Duren. Najee comes in for Eason. DeJounte Murray's checked in for Miller. And it's Beal in for Black. And then for Washington, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Banchero. Wells comes in for DiVincenzo. And it's Tyson in for Smart. 6 to shoot. Beal against Nembhard. They still need this. And he can't bank that one in.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Siakam finds Nembhard to the inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Clark, in game 2 of the back-to-backs, players have to be running more on adrenaline than rest.
Clearly there's some fatigue that comes into play, especially for your heavy minute players. That's why your reserve players, the guys on the bench, are so important, because in back-to-back situations, adrenaline's not enough to overcome fatigue.
Murray, no good. Wizards leading by 7. Pass to Tyson. Screen by Capella. Stripped away. They push it up 4 on 3. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I have been lying to you. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Diabate. Back to Murray. Soft touch off the glass. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Wizards making a change here. Reed's checked in. Nembhard with it. He picked up 15 in their last win against San Antonio. From behind the arc. The shot comes out.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Diabate. Here's Murray. Back to Najee. Beal outside. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. 5 to shoot. Outside Murray. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant, Clark.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024. And that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray, not elite in any one aspect, but he gives you so much from either guard spot. Just a great skill set no matter where he plays.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. Beal against Nembhard. Over to the wing. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Basket's good. And the Wizards lead by 6. Stolen by Capella. And it's Washington on the break. Here's Reed. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Washington, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. More 2K action in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
They've got Bradley Beal. Tari Eason is out there with Zeke Naji. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Here's Beal. Misses the layup. Wizards leading by 7. Over to the left wing. Back to Banchero. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Tyson. The 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now here's Miller. Now here's Duren. Shot clock at 6. Here's Beal. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Washington's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Smart for three, and the rebound goes to Charlotte. Easton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
That doesn't go either for Beal.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And Carroll with a screen on Beal. Here's DiVincenzo, and it's good for 2.
DiVincenzo fighting hard for that bucket. Great determination.
And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for Charlotte. Trailing by 10, and that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Down low. Duran, the pass to Beal. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
I like when Beal looks to score inside because it forces the D to get physical with him.
First one falls for him. And for offensive players, they say that understanding angles gives a big advantage. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, Clark?
I think I can, BA, a little bit. When you think about the geometry of the game, angles, spacing, timing, those things are not what you would think about when you think geometry, but how you cut, how you move, when you move, get to the basket, all of that stuff is part of the geometry of the game.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 25-point game against San Antonio. Here's Banchero. Bumped and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Pass to Capella. Smart outside. For 3, DiVincenzo. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. DiVincenzo's got 5.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Tough period. I mean, he's just 1 for 5 in this frame, struggling to get back on track.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So for Washington, Pascal Siakam comes in for Capella, and it's Nembhard in for Tyson. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Nembhard finds Smart. Back to Nembhard. 4 on the clock. Here's Banchero. Got a piece of it. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Beal. Siakam pulls down the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. Hornets trail by 10. One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does.
Duran with a rebound. Duran's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Beal on the wing. DiVincenzo covering. Beal against DiVincenzo, and is blocked. Here's Nembhard, yet to see a basket. Siakam outside. Pass to Banchero. Washington moving the ball around. For 3, DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Duran's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. To the middle. Miller, the pass to Eason. Beal outside. Beal with another miss.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Washington again can't hit.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Charlotte. Black comes in for Miller. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, BA, every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
And I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
Second free throw, no good.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Wells is checked in for Washington. And now a look at the sharpest of shooters during the last month. Here are the three-point leaders among two guards. And you look at Nembhard, never leave him open. Second in the association from deep.
And as a rule of thumb, you always want great shooters at the shooting guard position if you can get them. Now, these guys are the cream of the crop.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
I mean, capable of playing either guard position, Beal is especially difficult to contain in pick and rolls.
Siakam outside. Back to Nembhard. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Beal. Hornets trail by 9. Black outside. And here's Beal. 14 points for him last game against Cleveland. Lets it go from deep. Cleared away by Wells. Washington has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Siakam. Here's Banchero. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
Lets the three fly. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Wizards leading by 9. Nembhard outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Siakam. All alone. Hornets with the rebound. Duran's got 9 rebounds now. It's Beal on the wing. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Duran. Najee comes in for Eason. And Murray subbed in for Bradley Beal. Black with it. And Wells picks him up defensively. With some arc. Black no good. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Back to Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. To end the drought. It's rebounded by Najee.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
Knocked loose. And stolen by Banchero. And they're pushing it up. That's good from Siakam on the assist from Banchero. Siakam's got 16 points. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA. Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against, and you can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Wells. Now Nembhard with the drive. That one a little long.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Here's Murray. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Left side Wells. Diabate grabs the board.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Black outside. Najee sets a screen. Black with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
So for the Wizards, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Banchero. And it's Tyson in for DiVincenzo. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And they're one of the top 5 rebounding teams in the league. They put in a lot of work down low. They're an intimidating team when they're attacking the boards.
And their defense you talked about, holding opponents to a very low field goal percentage. They play alert, aggressive D that does not allow many open shots. And it's Washington with the ball. Siakam in the post. Capella.
You know, Capella, one of the very best in the league at getting out of the screen and getting to the right spot.
Black outside. Back to Murray. A minute 37 left to play in the first half. That one doesn't drop. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
Tyson with the bucket. Tyson's got 8.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. It's stolen. And it's Washington on the break. Pass to Capella. Now here's Nembhard. Defended by Murray. Back to Capella. And that one drops for him.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line.
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
They're one of the best rim runners in the game. Capella is underappreciated at times because he doesn't fit the mold of the modern big. But he rebounds, defends, and takes shots he knows he can make.
Back to Black to stop the run. He drops it from range. Black's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Siakam outside. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. And again, it's Washington.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Najee. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And so it's the Washington Wizards up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Charlotte Hornets.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And let's talk now about the trade news. Some interesting moves to discuss. 2 teams, 3 players involved. Fellas, your analysis, please.
Hart, one of the best rebounding guards out there, great defender, and he gives you great toughness.
One of the grittiest guys in the league on the move. He's a tone setter. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Hornets trail by 15. Checking out the group for Brian Keefe to start the second half. We've got Donte DiVincenzo, Marcus Smart out there with Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's Ben Carroll in at the force line.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Miller. Siakam cashes in the triple.
The answer three, courtesy of Mr. Siakam. Boy, has he improved as a shooter.
Back to Black. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Pass to Miller from deep. It's rebounded by Washington. About a minute played here in the second half. Siakam outside. Nembhard, the pass to Ben Carroll. Back to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo on the wing. And again, Washington with a triple.
Sweet shooting from DiVincenzo. Really comfortable getting that shot up quickly.
Miller on the wing. He's guarded by Nembhard. Miller, the pass to Duren. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And it's Washington on the break. Here's Ben Carroll. Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Timeout.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Let's see some of the numbers here for Andrew Nembhard.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Eason. Miller outside. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the Wizards. Ben Carroll's got 6 rebounds in the game. Nembhard with it. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. DiVincenzo on the wing. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And Trey Murphy gets a 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Nembhard. Siakam outside. The shot goes as the ref calls the blocking foul. And he's on his way to the line.
And they've really steamrolled out of halftime on a major roll.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Now here's Black. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Fires from deep. And the Hornets, another 3.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Ben Carroll the screen. Kicks it out to Smart from outside the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Smart's got 5 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Washington with possession. They're on a 19-6 run. Pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. Ben Carroll the screen. A clear look for Nembhard. And again, it's Washington.
Well, when you defend the Nembhard pick and roll, you're kind of expecting him to make the pass. That was a pretty clever move by him to keep it himself.
Now here's Miller. And here's Black. Pass to Miller. Puts up a three. Launches it. And Trey Murphy gets the three. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, usually Duren is more of a finisher, but being selfless with the ball is a good thing for him in the long run.
Siakam outside. Back to Nembhard. Siakam left side. Pass to Nembhard. Outside, DiVincenzo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Now here's Nembhard. Pass to Banchero. Siakam with a screen on Eason. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Miller.
Rare turnover for them tonight. They've protected the ball, and they're trying to protect this lead.
Count that one. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
Miller knows how to finish in these situations. Turned on the Jets in transition.
Now here's Smart. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Banchero. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who can really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization.
Pass to Black. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Siakam. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Black passes to Eason. Inside. Stolen by Siakam. From the high post. The Wizards with another miss.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Here's Black. And he lays it up and in. Black's got 5.
At 6'7", Black has really good positional size and using that length to his advantage.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And here's Siakam for 3. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
Black passes to Eason. They set a pick. Beyond the arc. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. 12 points for him.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keith. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A new lineup here for Charlotte. Capella, he's checked in for Washington. Wells comes in for Smart. Washington leading by 20. Outside, DiVincenzo lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. The Hornets have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Mamukelashvili passes to Beal. It's tipped.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
DiVincenzo finds Banchero. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's Banchero, hounded by Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nembhard for 3. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets trail by 20. On the wing, Murray from the arc. Rebound, Washington. Banchero's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Wells. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. And Charlotte shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Beal outside. Here's Mamukelashvili. He's scoreless. Here's Murray. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. On the wing, Nembhard. Pass to Capella. Yes, it's good. Capella's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And here's Murray. He's got 6. Tipped.
That's the reach that makes Banchero such a hard defender to go up against. Hard to get over him.
Back to Capella. Washington moving the ball around. Nembhard for 3. The rebound by Murray.
They are winning despite his efforts. He's been off all night.
Here's Naji. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Murray looking around. Out to Beal. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. 1:42 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Now Banchero, defended by Murray. And the layup falls. Banchero's got 4 points this quarter.
Gutsy play that time from Banchero inside against pretty physical defense, too.
Here's Diabate, guarded by Capella. Beal outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Banchero.
Got to be cautious guarding Beal because he's skilled at drawing contact while shooting.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
Reed's checked in for Washington. Tyson comes in for Nembhard. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
What I admire about Beal is his work ethic, his desire to keep improving year after year.
Outside Wells. There's 57 seconds left in the third. The shot by Tyson, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Naji, guarded by Banchero. To the inside. They kick it out to Murray. Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3. Murray's got 9.
Well, I tell you what, that's a sight for sore eyes to see Murray connecting from distance, because when he's doing that, it really opens things up for him because we know he can get to the basket.
Here's Tyson. Give him 8. Shoots over Beal. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 4th rebound in this one. Beal outside. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Washington. 25 points and counting for him. They have relied heavily on his offense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jalen Duren out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Anthony Black. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Miller in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Looking at the young forward, Brandon Miller. Just how high is this kid's ceiling, Clark?
BA, I think he's got all-star potential. I mean, he's a multifaceted scorer, a really solid rebounder at the wing position, and a good passer, just a good all-around player who I think is only going to get better and better as time goes on.
That's good for Miller.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Miller hits them both.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Now here's Siakam. Pass to Capella. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got his 4th assist in this one.
When Capella plays with force inside, watch out. I like his intensity.
Here's Miller. And here's Duren. Guarded by Capella. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The free throw drops for Duren.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Tyson. Washington moving the ball around. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Miller. Now here's Wells. Defense right on him. Back to Smart. Now Wells. Here's Tyson. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Duren's.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
And it's rejected. It's Smart on the wing. Outside Wells. Back to Smart. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for him. Hornets trail by 17. Duren, the pass to Black. Outside Eason. Now here's Miller. Pass to Duren. Launches a 3. And Trey Murphy gets a 3.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
Smart up top. Here's Siakam. Duren with a rebound. Here's Eason. Deflected.
The 2021-22 Defensive Player of the Year winner, Smart loves sending shots back.
Washington making some changes. Banchero's checked in for Capella. DiVincenzo comes in for Smart. And it's Nembhard in for Tyson. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Nembhard outside. To the paint. Boom! Banchero!
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Back to Black. Here's the pick. The three is up. And Charlotte, another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Wells. Pass to Siakam from behind the arc. Duran with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now Miller. Now here's Duran, guarded by Banchero. Black outside for three. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A really good sign for them. The work they've done on the offensive glass this half, paying dividends.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Nembhard. Here's Banchero. Misses off the right iron. Hornets trail by 8. Miller outside. Back to Eason. The three. Washington with a rebound. DiVincenzo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Wells. Pass to Siakam. Three-pointer. And again, Washington, no good.
I think everybody in the building expecting them to make that collective shot.
Black passes to Eason. Back to Black. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Smart's checked in for Washington. Black outside. Duran with a screen on DiVincenzo. Black. No good with the triple.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Nembhard outside. Here's Banchero. Washington again can't hit. Hornets trail by 8. Pass to Eason. The three is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Now here's Smart. Siakam for 3. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Smart has got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now Miller. Let's go with a 3. Smart grabs the miss. Smart's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Carroll with it. Guarded now by Black. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, some aggressive play from Banchero, putting the defender into a bad spot with that pump fake.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
You know, their lead could be larger right now, but their efficiency from the line has tailed off just a bit.
Stolen by Siakam. Gets Smart on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Pass to Eason. Here's Black. Misses the 3.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Nembhard with it. Siakam outside. The offensive rebound. Now here's Black. Pass to Eason. The 3 ball. The rebound by Nembhard. Washington leading by 9. Banchero in the post. Defended by Eason. And he comes up with a bucket.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting only 36% so far in this game. Miller outside. Shoots over Nembhard. Miller can't get it to go.
Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
Nembhard outside. Banchero outside. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Pass to Eason. To snap the cold streak. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Things started to click for him in the second half. You can tell the focus and the intent is all there.
Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Miller. And the basket by Siakam.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
Hornets trail by 13. Miller outside. Duran with a screen on Nembhard. Pass to Black. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. Eason outside. Miller outside. Shoots a 3. Banchero pulls it down.
Rough start for him for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
Smart outside. On top, Siakam. Wide open. And count it.
Boy, Siakam has been in attack mode, and it's paying off nicely for this offense.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. And it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers, players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Black. Miller fires. Misses the 3.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Got a piece of it. Rejected by Siakam.
That's exactly what Siakam brings to the floor. He's a relentless defender with excellent instincts.
Nembhard outside. Now Banchero. And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now here's Miller. And even as the league works for parity, there will always be those teams that are rebuilding. What are the keys to accelerating that process, Clark?
Well, there are a number of factors, B.A. I think you start with leadership and talent acquisition. I mean, those are two major components to this building a team and being successful. You've got to have talent. And then I think you've got to have a commitment to staying the course. Consistency really matters when you get leadership and talent in place. You know, what you like about Miller is that he doesn't leave opportunities out there hanging. I mean, he's a solid all-around player.
Miller hits them both. Here are the Wizards now with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Wizards.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Pascal Siakam.
And his activity level on defense, self-evident, racking up steals, deflections. I mean, he was a handful tonight.
So we see the Wizards taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.